Hello everybody. Today we are going to use balloons to make flag of United States of America. We're going to use the same waving technique as in previously published instruction Fabric 9 Flags 4. Let's inflate 12 white balloons leaving up to 2-inch long flat tails. We have to make 6 pairs of white balloons. Also we have to prepare in the same way 14 blue balloons to make 7 pairs, and we have to prepare 14 red balloons to make 7 red pairs. Also we have to prepare 10 clear color connection balloons, inflate them leaving about 5-inch flat tails. We're going to make quite large piece of fabric that consists of 13 rows. The length of the row is about the length of fully inflated balloon. I'm going to start working the sculpture from the top left corner of the flag. In this example we're going to twist all large bubbles of each row of the same about 9, maybe 8-inch long size. The short bubbles of each row we will make half size of the long bubble. Remember to use clear connection balloons to lock bubbles of each row. In the top row we have to make blue 2 pairs of long bubbles. Then we cut off the rest of the blue balloons, tie off the ends. The rest of this row we're going to make using a pair of red balloons. We have to make 2 pairs of long red bubbles, and then we make 1 short pair of red bubbles. Cut off the rest of the red balloon, tie off the end. We have made the first top row of our sculpture. Now I work the second row starting blue pairs of balloons from the left side of the sculpture. First we twist short pair of blue bubbles, then long pair of blue bubbles, and we finish again with short pair of blue bubbles. Cut off the rest parts of the blue balloons, tie off the ends. Then we attach a pair of white balloons to the end of the blue balloons of the second row. Twist a short pair of white bubbles, and then we twist 2 pairs of long white bubbles to finish the second row. Cut off the rest of the white balloons, tie off the end. I'm going to work the next 5 rows of this sculpture in exactly the same way as we did the previous 2 rows. For my convenience I flip the sculpture upside down. Holding sculpture in this way it's easier for me to work with balloons. I think it would make more sense to work this sculpture starting from the bottom row of the flag, not from the top as I do in this example. I want to use just 1 pair of balloons to make the bottom row. And if you start from the bottom row of the sculpture, then you will have a better idea what size of long bubbles you have to make. The size of bubbles in each following row we're making based on the size of bubbles in each previous row, using them as a guidelines. The size of bubbles important is as well as the number of bubbles of each color in each row. In this example, this sculpture, I choose the best possible proportions, number of bubbles of each color in each row to represent the American flag properly. There is no mandatory to make the same proportions. There are different ways to make American flag from balloons. On my website freedoit.com you can find links to instructions how to make many different balloon sculptures, including flags. We can use different waving technique to make the same flags. I want to stress your attention one more time. In this example we are making the sculpture with the closest proportions to the original flag. We already have made the top 7 rows of the flag. Now we are going to make the bottom 6 rows of the flag. Each bottom row we are making using just 1 pair of balloons. I actually made the mistake I warned you about at the beginning of the instruction. I have made wrong size bubbles in the very first top row. I should make the long bubbles of each row a bit shorter. It definitely wouldn't happen if I started the sculpture working from the bottom row. It is not a big problem, you can always fix it. We can always use additional balloons to make each row of perfect size. In this example I will not waste your time explaining obvious things. I'm just going to make the bottom row of the sculpture a bit shorter than the top. It is not going to be very noticeable. We have made the 13th row of the sculpture. Now we just have to cut off the rest of the balloons, tie off the ends, hide them between bubbles of the sculpture. There are 50 white stars on American flag. I'm going to use white correction liquid to draw the stars on the blue rectangle of our flag. You can buy the white correction liquid at the office supply stores. It would make your work much easier if you can place the sculpture on any flat surface, big table, or just put it on the floor. Painting stars doesn't require much of drawing skills. First I'm going to mark the spots where I'm going to paint the stars. We have to paint 5 rows of 6 stars and 4 rows of 5 stars in each row. There are 6 stars in the top row, 5 stars in the next row, and so it goes. A row of 6 stars follows a row of 5 stars. The very top and the very bottom row made of 6 stars. The correction liquid dries very fast. Once it dries, it's very hard to remove using napkins. If you accidentally paint in wrong spot, then you should probably paint over it with blue permanent marker. Instead of painting stars, we can use balloons to make 5 petals flowers to represent the stars. It would be a lot of work, and it's definitely hard to fix 50 stars made of balloons on this size of sculpture. That's it. Congratulations, we have made flag of United States of America. Have fun and happy twisting!